So I would like to talk about in this video, why is it very difficult dating a chosen person? So this is a video for the guys who they are most likely interested in someone, but they have got a feeling that the particular person is most likely chosen, spiritually gifted, special, in a very spiritual way. Now, there has been times when sometimes a chosen person can get into a relationship. I know some chosen people, they have gotten into a relationship, a nice one, good one. But usually, a lot of chosen people are usually alone. Okay, many of them are alone. They're not really out there like looking for a relationship. They desire to have a relationship, intimate relationship. I'm talking about the intimate relationship. They desire to have it. But if it doesn't happen, they're okay being on their own. They're comfortable being on their own. It's not a big problem for them. So they master this craft for a very long period of time. Okay? They are very busy working on themselves. They are very busy healing. They are very busy creating their empire. They are very busy mastering their craft. So relationship is not something they put at the front, okay? It's not something they put in front of them. They normally put relationships behind of them, okay? So they don't really run around out there desperately looking for someone. When that person shows up and they have a feeling that maybe it looks like it's heading to become a relationship with that person, it's going to be a little bit tricky because, first of all, as an individual who wants to date a chosen one, you need to be straightforward, okay? You need to be very straightforward. You need to be very direct. You must have a lot of your trauma cleared up, okay? Because these chosen people, the moment you come around with your trauma, with your past experiences and the whatever problems, hardships and whatever, they will sniff it, okay? They are going to sniff it. They will know that you haven't done any work on yourself, okay? So for the most of you guys who see chosen people and you start dating with a chosen person and you see them getting, taking one step backwards or two steps backwards and trying to get out of that entanglement, whatever relationship, you may have to know that they have figured something out, okay? They have figured something out. They just haven't told you that, but they have figured something out, that there is a problem. Maybe you haven't healed. You're still dealing with stuff. Maybe you're still a codependent, and probably you have a lot of toxic traits, because those guys, they're going to see everything. They are going to see everything. There is nothing you're going to hide from those people. They will see everything. They will smell it. They will see it. They will feel it. They will dream about it. Anything that you have within you, within your life, and it hasn't yet been dealt with, is going to show. It doesn't matter how long it takes. And normally with a chosen person, it doesn't take a long time. Okay, so in a very short time, they are going to figure out that this particular individual, we cannot be in a relationship because they have so many things they haven't dealt with. They have so many wounds they haven't healed. Maybe sometimes they are toxic, they are liars, or they are narcissists, or things like that. So they're going to start figuring out all those things in a very short period of time. So you go through some kind of a radar. It's some kind of it's like a screening. You go through some sort of a screening. It's like a spiritual screening. They are going to screen you. They are going to screen you They'll screen your physique. They'll screen you spiritually. They'll screen you emotionally. They'll screen each and every part of you. And should they find anything that they feel is going to be a problem in that relationship, they'll step away. They are going to step away. They are going to step away without even thinking twice, okay? And normally they will not tell you because they don't want sometimes to, just come around and tell you in your face that something. They may find a way of explaining that, according to what I see, this and this is going on. I don't feel like we're on the same frequency. I don't feel like we can have a normal, healthy relationship together. And they'll respectfully walk away, okay? So they're not like people who are going to break your hearts because you have refused to date them. Is the reason as to why you see a lot of times chosen people, when they tend to step out of a relationship, a lot of people go, they think that, they are so arrogant, they are so proud and they are this and they are that. So they start to, find all sorts of different words to describe you, they get very aggressive. But they just don't understand that it's very difficult to be in a relationship with a spiritually gifted person, because they see things all the time, they feel things, they dream about things, those guys are not alone. When you're dating those kind of guys, especially spiritually gifted people, don't try to look at them physically, okay? Don't try to very much process whatever they got going on physically, okay? So try to look on the spiritual side. They have got something else on the spiritual side that is going on in their lives, you know what I mean? And those people also have got a very big team of protection around them. So they're always protected from anything, okay? So when you're a person who is around those kind of people, and you know that you're not straightforward, you don't get all your shit together, there is so much stuff you're still going through and whatever, you're not straightforward. Sometimes maybe you're lying or whatever, you're trying to manipulate them. You cannot manipulate those people. You cannot manipulate a chosen person into a relationship, okay? They're going to figure it out. And they're usually going to walk away, So when you talk about chosen people, you might see a lot of them around. They're single. They're not lonely. They're alone, but they're not lonely, okay? Because they know on a very spiritual level that they are never alone, even for one time. So they know that they always have a team around them. And if you're a person who has got to be with them in a relationship, their spirit team has got to agree, okay? Their spirit has got to agree with that relationship. If their spirit fails to agree with that relationship, they'll walk away, okay? Respectfully. Again, we don't just walk out from people and cause a lot of chaos and everything. We just tell you respectfully that it's even sometimes for your own good, because you might end up doing something to them unintentionally. You didn't mean it. It just slipped. Maybe you said something slipped out of your mouth, and sometimes things are going to start getting back to you. And you don't want to put yourself in that situation where you're going to deal with somebody, because those guys, they are walking karma, So that's going to be another video at some point. They're walking karma. You try to play around with those people. You do anything. You say anything that is not supposed to be. You do anything that's not supposed to be done. There is things that are going to come back to you. And you don't want to put yourself in that position whereby you're going to be dealing with karma on a regular basis. You know what I mean? So those kind of relationships are very complicated. You know what I mean? A chosen person can only successfully date another chosen person, They can, they will know when the person comes around and they feel that this person most likely a similar energy, you know what I mean? Maybe a little bit less. They will feel that energy. And most of the times they are going to go ahead and, carry on with that relationship or whatever, even a friendship. But if they step away, don't fight it, okay? They are stepping away for your own good. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to cause any pain or whatever. And in the beginning of those relationships, they will respectfully tell you things are not going to work, okay? Maybe for such and such a reason. Maybe they need you to go out there, do some little bit of work on yourself. At some point when everything is all right, you cleared up the trauma, they may decide to get along with you, but they're not in a hurry. They're not running after anything. They're not rushing for anything, you know. So you cannot keep on chasing a chosen person. When you see them keeping on running away from you, just know that they're not going to be with you. And they're not going to take that, they're not going to accept that relationship. All right? So that's what I want to talk about. The reason why it is difficult to get into relationships with these kind of chosen people. This whole thing is not personal, okay? So those guys have done a lot of work. They have healed a lot of trauma. Even some of them are still healing, and they're going through a lot of stuff and still doing a lot of things on themselves and working on themselves, you know? Because all those guys, they're like working tirelessly to become the greatest version of themselves, and nothing can stop them. It is not any type of woman, it is not any type of religion, it is not any type of person can stop them. They're going to keep on going. And normally they're even comfortable to do this alone. So let me know what you think about this video in the section below. You know that I do love and appreciate your support. Book a session, donate or support my channel if you want to. All the things you need, you will find them in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's more signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.